feel, I know that you will. I lay a prick at a time for something I know I can feel. That's how we leave an impression. Yes, I believe in expression.
This is it. The ultimate game of this college football season. Two teams that have battled for a long regular season. Thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that golden championship trophy in the building here tonight. Good side of the dreams come true. Welcome everyone to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans here in Houston, Texas. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up in last year's national championship, the Tulane Green Wave. Studios News College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Benson. It's time to get this national championship game underway. Crown champions. Who's going to return it First play looking to throw it. That's a fly to the wide end. It's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time in the football. Now it's second down.
I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. Give the defense all the credit, but it's how they knocked that ball loose.
Second down play on the incomplete. He drops back in the gun. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now brings in third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. If the offense had his job, sure, he's kept clean.
Third down. Early in this national championship game. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down.
Good stuff.
The defense formed not much of a gain on that completion. Punting ready to move it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Hooker catching fields the punt. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you have a lot you can get here on this second down.
The line team used in the offense from two-snap motion. Now the handoff. And they try the middle, but no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix, holding the line of the line, and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. She keeps it from the design run. Pass for 20. And he's got it down the middle. Touchdown, Texas. She's right now from this national title battle.
There's just a whole lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield for a touchdown. What an added element to this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. But the winner of the Texas Longhorn team is out there to move away. And from deep in the end zone, makes it a 16. Big coverage there. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Moving outside was a quick 3-and-out. And they get a drive going this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in his zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
A play action, looking to throw. He finds the running back in the front. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go with this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. Pulling open downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The player is now injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout and then check him out. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion of a big tight end. To get him back, he gets to the plus 38.
This is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll make his way out of bounds and gaining decent yardage. Second down play coming up. Inside Wolf now from the safety. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On first down. Finds an open target on the left side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch, gotta pad your stats.
Offense getting set. Second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. He'll try a pass here. Six touches all in. Makes the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to throw. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. Solid first down again, gets the ball close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power into the touchdown. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold it to 3 points.
Third down and goal. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, D-Ray. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Who says you need explosive plays for a government ground like grinding and scoring?
And think about this, this is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. That is a great job of the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring it down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with quick runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. That's third down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, break loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Looks back and finds his target there. Straight through to the 40. Breaks into the clear. 10. And jumps into the score.
Dangerous is this offense. Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example where you get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So many times, Tony, with your kids. Taking some people still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread and the things you would get. If you was me, you would want this. You
Returner looking to create better field position. He's tackled at the 21.
Because right now, what you're doing just isn't working.
Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So Texas has the lead with a great key in the quarter. So both teams settling in to battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. A swift end to the field now for the second period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can he keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Handoff from the shotgun to the 45. He's through to the 30. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. The long range offense takes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession.
Fuck, I will do.
Not sure who you meant to throw that ball to. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with
To be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just 2 yards. To me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. Guy calling the plays in seconds, hey, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game. And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. They told us yesterday in our production meeting, it took hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person who's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
The shotgun handoff.
Oh.
Looks up 2, so 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. It's to the left, and it's complete. What a set of balance, but a nice game there.
The defense gets back in his zone
These
coverage.
niggas done
Good
was
job here by the
mentally for
quarterback,
me. That's the shit.
recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And it's a direct snap. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Coming up, second down and goal. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. They'll try to roll this one in. Defense into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. So the long methodical scoring drive, great execution, championship pressure.
This is the biggest stage that you can play. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for its touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught by the receiver. He rolls out. That's a big gainer there. Goes in there, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with 3 set downs here. Now that's with some pre-snap motion. It's the 2-minute timeout. What's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Super practice and ancient for scissors. I just feel the scissors. And same man scissors.
We're going to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. Here's the target, and it's complete. To get it down quickly, not much of a gain on the completion.
Well, that time the radio works
It's too rough.
precise route and a good throw.
This right here is ready to make a man.
Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble.
This try to this deal, got a deal. That's why I play with a brand.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's Garcia. He'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. Defense pursuit gets him out.
This defensive speed is electric. Great job of running the football. Nowhere to go with it after that is good.
Is left and makes the completion. These are backs built with a very short game on the play. Easier to act up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch. It's Garcia. But he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent this critical down. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal here. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now in our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now.
That's done. Wow.
Here's second down. Again, someone to the RPO is complete. And here he goes. The 30. Inside the 10. And it's a long distance house call. Touchdown, Ron Ross. Simple throw, all the yards, and the catch. Explosive play by the receiving score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as he said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral it.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He stops at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Down he goes.
Well, the defense could not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
This offense faces a second and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And he'll set up to throw. The ball's caught by the running back. And he's brought down, but they'll be backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, they feel short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made a play.
Empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. On the move now. Incomplete to his hit as he hands the football there on third down.
This quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Out of the shotgun, Steve Ross. Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Fires it to the wide out. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Drop him back. He's going to throw for the first down.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Miscellaneous offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive. A little more urgency. He passed the marker and still got it. They get it back, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Second down, they're going to throw it. Caught in the front by the running back. Gets in the straight at the 50. He's in the clear. Four set of downs after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket.
Get that shit out, bro. That's so fucking sick.
Down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down right there. Looking to throw again.
Oh.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13. First the snap, they'll set up the throw. Screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackling in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we've got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for the wide out.
Oh, he's dropping.
Hey, it's an incompletion.
So key.
Nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Snap, the hold, the kick, and everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense. Trying to make a play for the defense. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Kick made on the right side. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But the defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just an over to pick up any more positive yards.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Close coverage now for these DBs. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock. Showing confidence of what he can do.
The Longhorns are on the move here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, making a throw. Looking to scramble. Heavy pressure lets it go.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Another touchdown. So if you win the national championships with elite quarterback play, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, it's the national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance. This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Looks like a return will try and field this one. This is 22. Good job by the quarterback. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The defense screwing his routes and he's beating on that.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, picking up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
He'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lane and getting the ball carrier. Not letting him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. We'll see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbound so that clock will keep ticking.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's wide open. Look out. He'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Have been a great game, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. Never count these guys out.
Tyler's on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. On the move now.
Now this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
Looking to chuck it again. Escaping the pressure, moving right. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
Who's my fuck?
Big gain inside the 25.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite catch there.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
You know what? What the fuck?
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cause the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Trying to try the extra point. And knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up. He's scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense coming back out on the field. Riding away with a running game. Saladini moves it up to the 32.
Good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds. The clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And first down right back to the running game.
What's up, Fresh?
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Nicely there by the freshman.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's made on the left side. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The defense gets these guys to 3rd down and get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down, so the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
It's a 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They move it down to the 47.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
He makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stops short. After it's a short gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching the field. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th-down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass rush closing in. And now it's the defense. They call a timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field. They kick it away for the 2nd time. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. First play of the drive now coming up from the 14-9. Looks like QB is changing the play at the line. Let's see the next play. That's a way to the 41. It's a nice game.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Looking for a late deep shot. That's made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that?
Shit for the pitch down finish.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game,
Very man out there with a game and a Cadillac truck 24 for 10.
anticipating a big throw and knock the ball away.
He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Battled down by the defense. Great pull to deny a touchdown. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But the hands seem all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take it in, run out the clock, and end the victory celebration. And that'll do it. The last team standing at the top of the mountain for national championship.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown.
Y'all niggas, that's that shit I don't like. Yo shit, make believe, rapping about my own life. That's rap, nigga. Rick Flag, nigga. Money, true blow. Bitch, we GBE. We just don't suck.
She was smoking the lane. Turn on to a train. Blang, my niggas holding that pain. I just hope you be praying, bang, bang. Riding for my niggas and it's flow. Life, class, I'm just surrounded by these low lights. And I run this bitch like it's no lights. Going hard the whole night, cause I ain't going back to my whole life. That's that shit I don't like. Snitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Snitch, that's that shit I don't like.
That's that shit I don't like. She never let me hit. She gave me twice. I said, that's that bitch I don't like. No, jean jacket with the sleeves cut. Just when they think that I don't slip. 340 Cuban, 30, 40 G's. It's only that I sell. And nobody else believe us. This to be the price. If you want to go to trial, use a sympathy for life. Walking every chance like he ain't never needed rights. I know my niggas that you ain't never seen in life. You just want to make it right. Take it back to life.
Ninth in the top 5. Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kansas Jayhawks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Cincinnati's offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounces right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer. But a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
The Jayhawks offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Weaver. He's not gonna make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And
going deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with it on down. He goes at the 39.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man, and I got a pass rush like that.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass.
There he goes. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting it.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ohio notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Athens is worth its weight in gold to the Bobcats. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the big fella. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Jayhawks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Let's send the tight end in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
The Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Fights off a defender. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodgers. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back.
Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Bearcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, catch. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And he maybe hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick. Obviously, it was inaccurate in his calls.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The sure hand, it's Isaac. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Proud and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd. Touchdown, Bearcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A quick pass to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen to the defense.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grabbed in the middle like Simmons. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game of divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Working the big fella to the corner. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Turner. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Rodgers. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6 as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be really physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The Jayhawks heading quickly to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him and pass it.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort where the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yard. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kansas gets the ball back and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Weaver. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Jayhawks in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now cheating.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the grab outside. It's Simmons. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Looking left. Intercepted just what the defense is docking for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to be a receiver number 2. You've got to put
prime example. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down.
And this offense just...
There he goes. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now setting up 4th down.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Wide receiver comes in motion. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Breaks free. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from passing it. He'll start this drive firing. Right on the money. That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it to the right. Oh, better look out. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Crosses the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Makes the grab, but not wide enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, what a cut! Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off?
Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys.
shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point